Fortnite has quickly become so ubiquitous that it's starting its own moral panic. I mean, even my mom knows what Fortnite is in like a basic sense. But there are some things that only a true Fortnite could understand. Parents, teachers, politicians, turn off the video. This one's not for you. All right, Fortnuts, let's get into this with number 1, physics. Big deal, you've got an engineering degree. Big whoop, you're an architect. If Fortnite has taught me one thing, it's that people who build things for a living don't know shit. They'll try to tell you that bridges need multiple support beams, or that skyscrapers can't be made out of wood. It's like these people with their master's degrees have never built a beautiful steel sky fortress that is supported by a foundation of a single wooden ramp. Sure, building codes exist for a reason, but my Fortnite sky fort can weather the goddamn storm, so it must be structurally sound. Well, until, you know, somebody takes my whole thing down by like hitting it a couple times with a pickaxe or whatever. But, you know, we can move on. We can move on. Me time. Sometimes in the heat of a firefight, you get winged by a sniper shot, maybe grazed by an assault rifle. Hell, maybe you even get singed from a rocket that got a little too close. You know, in a lot of games when this happens, you have to scramble around a corner or maybe hug the ground, waiting for the pain to subside, you know, for that red tint to just go back to the desaturated hues of every shooter game that's not Fortnite. And that's toxic. Luckily, us Fortnite players know that when the going gets tough, it's time to erect a little home away from home, take a knee, have a couple drinks, you know, self-care, me time. And really, it's amazing how much of a difference a little me time can make. Math. Look, I'm sorry, but you gotta do a lot of math in Fortnite. It's just the way it is. Ammo is scarce, so are the shields and the med kits. Resources have to be harvested and rationed, so you gotta be precise with your calculations, especially in the early game. And I know you thought you left word problems behind in 8th grade algebra, Craig, but think again. You need 4 ramps to get up that hill, right? And you have access to 7 trees, each of which yields 14 wood apiece. So how many trees have to die so you can summit that slope, Craig? Self-restraint. Psst. Hey, you see that person over there? Like all the way over there? You know, the guy running in a straight line who isn't jumping and has no cover and doesn't see you. A perfect target, right? A sitting duck, right? The answer is yes, they're all yours if you have a bolt action or blue burst and the ability to nail a headshot on the first try without choking, because the thing is, you're going to need to hit on the first try because the moment you pull that trigger, your target and everyone within earshot is going to be counter-sniping you from the tops of their recently erected 3-story wooden mansions. That is, if you don't get sniped while you spend those 3 or 4 seconds standing still lining up the shot. Either way, now you're dead and you look stupid because you got greedy, and you're gonna keep dying and looking stupid until you stop getting greedy and start showing some self-restraint. How many times have I died while taking AR pot shots at some stranger over a hill just over there because I was excited that they didn't see me yet? Now I show restraint and I die with honor in shotgun duels with 12-year-olds who dab on my corpse before I have a chance to leave the game. Patience. Imagine, if you will, a bus full of murderous psychopaths floating above an island with alliteratively named locations. Now imagine that you're in that evil bus and you want to jump out of it ASAP so you can kill the rest of these annoying scrubs. But here's the catch. The bus is going over the southeast corner of the map, and you know that everyone is going to drop right away because that's what everyone does. And they're going to fight to death over what? Moisty Mire? The prison? The goddamn crab? Are you really gonna jump into that dumpster fire and die in those locations? A seasoned Fortnite player knows to wait just a moment, for in 10 seconds, they will be in a better position to jump off that battle bus and land in the perpetual hurricane that is Tilted Towers, where you'll find 2 sets of bandages and a brick before dying at the hands of a person who doesn't even own a skin wielding a common unsilenced submachine gun. The death of a champion. Fall damage. Hey kids, do you want to jump off of buildings? Go nuts, because as Fortnite has shown us over and over and over again, if you jump off a 3-story building, you'll be fine. Always, no matter what, you will not get injured. So go for it. Fortnite promises literally that nothing will happen to you if you jump off a 3-story building. And if something does happen to you, then you can sue Fortnite and get rich and famous. So it's literally a win-win situation. But don't jump off anything above 3 stories because you'll take fall damage and health items are pretty rare. So, you know, especially don't jump off a Skyfort, you'll just die. Being Thanos. Let's get this one out of the way, right? Thanos was in Fortnite. And that was really, really cool. Not just because Thanos is cool and powerful, but also because this crossover is really wild and incredible, and I really want to know who got paid for this to happen. Did someone get paid, or are Marvel and Epic just like bros? Either way, Thanos was in the game, and if you, during the brief window, got a chance to play him, that rules. You know, and some of you might be like, you could be Thanos in other Marvel games, and I'd be like, yeah, but can you jump in the air and jump through tilted towers like it was nothing in those other games? And you'd be like, yeah, well, Marvel Champions is on mobile, and I'm like, so is Fortnite. And now that I'm all depressed about not getting to play as Thanos, except when I die right away, we get to talk about the weekly console giveaway that we do here at the Leaderboard. So, do you want a weekly console for free from the Leaderboard? Do you want PlayStation? Do you want Xbox? Hell yeah! You just gotta go to leaderboard.nyc/giveaway and log in with any social media account. For your best chance to win, you're gonna wanna subscribe to the Leaderboard on YouTube and sign up for our email updates on email. They give a console away every goddamn week, and it's whatever you want. You want a Nintendo? You want a Sony? Get whatever, you know? Don't miss out. And now let's move on to the next one. A deep-rooted fear of cities. Every shooter I've ever played has a city map, or is a city map, but the neon of Hong Kong, the dust of Dubai, and the cool tones of Moscow will inevitably blend together into slurry of cover positions, bell towers, and shooting galleries. But in Fortnite, farms feel like farms, factories feel like factories, and Tilted Towers plays like a city with the highest crime rate in the entire world. In fairness, Fortnite can instill fear in a lot of things. Islands, buses, bushes, Thanos, but none of these things are as dangerous as Tilted Towers, and yet, because of its potential rewards, Tilted Towers manages to be the most attractive spot on the island, game after game. It's almost as if Epic crafted Tilted Towers to be the perfect meme of a city. See, Tilted Towers, like most real-world cities, grinds you down to your very core, but if you're tenacious, patient, and ruthless, you can walk away richer than you ever thought possible with a gold scar and a chug jug or two. Or you can be like me and drop into the suburbs of a basketball court and settle for a metaphorical blue AR and a shield potion before running back to Loot Lake, because following your dreams is scary. So scary that I pretty much developed a phobia of Tilted Towers and of the city where I actually live. But you can console yourself with the fact that you got a blue AR, because they only have green ones in your hometown. And if anyone wants to stop by with some groceries when they're finished watching this video, that would be great, because I haven't left my apartment in a week. Look, I like Tomato Town, okay? I like that it's got loot in it. I like that it's got a house nearby that's also got loot in it. I like that there's a secret spot in the tunnel nearby. Hell, I even like that it's got a big face on top of the pizza building that looks like a tomato. Look me in the eye and tell me that Greasy Grove isn't a better location, all right? While Pizza Town has the pizza store, a gas station, and a building, Burger Town has a much bigger burger store, a gas station, and an even bigger handful of buildings, including a sporting goods store. And believe it or not, this is coming from a guy who loves pizza. I'd take pizza over burger any day, but Greasy Grove is still better. They both have an ice cream truck though, and that's pretty cool. The disappearing glider. After you've logged your first 20 hours in Fortnite, you'll start noticing the little things. Like, where the heck does the glider go after you land? You don't drop it on the ground, because you use it again when you go on the launch pad. Does it exist in the same weird pocket dimension where JRPG characters store all their oversized swords? Do you put it up your butt, like how the Doom guy stores all 10 guns up his butt when he's not using them? Is it some sort of tardish? You can tell you don't get a new glider every time because it's got the same googly eyes and wavy hands that I spent $8 to buy. So where does the glider go? Settling down is hard, I understand. Putting down roots is scary because it has this degree of finality to it, and we as human beings are fickle creatures. We are forever vulnerable to ennui and dissatisfaction, and it's impossible to know whether the fortifications we build to lift us up today will become anchors that drown us tomorrow. But with all that said, commitment is one of the cornerstones of maturity, whether that commitment is to yourself, a partner, a hobby, a job, or a Fortnite match. Sure, maturity is great and all, but there's no way I'm staying in a match all the way to the end after getting killed. I hate that guy who killed me. He did the Carlton dance on top of my corpse, the one from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and that's only funny when I do that to other people, not when they do it to me. Screw commitment, I'm requeuing. Destroying homes and property. The Fortnite island is definitely populated, right? Like, obviously no one is there by the time the battle bus starts shipping over psychopaths and whatnot, but the rest of the time, people definitely live on the island, right? I mean, someone is hitting up that pizza shop. So what's going on? Are they evacuating the whole island every time there's a battle royale? They must be, right? There's like fully furnished houses all over the place. And Tilted Towers has stores full of stocked shelves. Like, Even if you think it's a fluke that the island is like long abandoned or something, then how do you account for all the people who were camping in RVs and having rooftop parties to celebrate the comets coming down a few weeks ago, right? The island is definitely populated. We just never get to see it because every time we decide to go over there and have a battle royale, these poor, desperate residents have to pick up and leave. Next time you're using the wall of someone's abandoned dream home to farm materials, you better pray on your immortal soul that they have homeowners insurance. Otherwise, you're literally just creating a broken family. There you have it, folks. Can anyone but a true Fortnite understand these emotions coursing through our veins collectively at this moment? Could a teacher or a politician understand what it's like to get shot in the middle of a crater and then have somebody walk over and steal all your loot and then do the worm on your warm corpse while you're in spectator mode and then they eat a hot rock and jump away really fast for making that big wah sound? I don't think so. I think that's a hell that only we know how to live in. Is there a hell that we didn't mention that you would like to live in? Please comment below and share it with us. And while you're at it, why don't you subscribe to the Leaderboard, your home for video game facts. I'm Peter, the Fortnite guy, and I think you should like this video if you made it this far in, because obviously we're doing something right. And I think I said all the things I have to say at the end of these videos. Did I do it? He's giving me a thumbs up. Hey, let's get out of here. Let's go get some pizza.